So, subtropical fruit enthusiasts and banana growers in particular, who might have been following my previous videos on raising bananas here in the Bay Area, have joined me several times, I'm sure, during spring and summer when the plants were in production, we had fruit to show, and everything was looking sweet. But seldom have I taken any videos of the bananas after a hard winter here in the San Francisco Bay Area. And so this video is about what to do with bananas that have the pre-spring blues. So this is the middle of March here in Fremont, California, and it's been one of the worst winters we've had in probably a decade as far as how much frost came repeatedly every night. It was probably a good 45 to 60 days where there was frost on the roofs or the windshields or something around here. And the bananas are definitely showing it. But not to worry, because if we take a look in here, you'll see I've cleaned up a couple of stalks right there. And that these bananas have nice green shoots coming up from the center of them. In fact, if you look up here on top of the plants, amongst all the brown leaves, you'll start to see nice green shoots coming. There's a green shoot that's actually burned on the end. It's a little bit choked at the tip, and it could probably use a bit of trimming, although I think it'll open on its own. Here's a good view of a shoot that might have been in danger of choking, but the plant is pushing past it. As you can see here, the green leaves are emerging from the center of the stalk. The important issue with raising bananas in a environment that's less than tropical like mine here is that you don't cut the stalks back. Even after freezes like we experienced last winter, after a little inspection, you'll see that the stalks of these bananas are actually quite green. It's only the upper leaves that are all brown and crunchy from the cold. And inside these stalks, protected from the winter cold, are actually new leaves, like this one right here, that will emerge as soon as the weather begins to warm up. And a little further down inside the stalk, we have the flowers and the immature bananas. Bananas are a lily, and so everything is pretty much wrapped up inside the plant. And nice thick stalks, like the ones this ice cream variety forms, protect and insulate the really tender and parts of the banana on the inside during the winter. So even if the leaves get all burned up like this, and they look ugly as all get out, you just kind of leave them alone until spring breaks. If you want to, you can trim off the dead leaves, but after the cold goes away, and we can see up here that I've got green shoots emerging out of the centers of all of these ugly looking stalks. If we were to cut the stalks back, we'd start the clock back to zero again, and you'd have to begin the process over. So we leave the stalks standing so that we can get a crop this year. When it comes to placement of your bananas, we take a look at this clump here. It's in the center of my garden, really fully exposed. There's no shelter around here anywhere. And so these plants have taken the full force of the wintertime environment. Now, if we look over here, the banana that I've placed at the edge of my avocado tree is in much better condition. We have a lot more green foliage left on this plant. Same variety, same winter, and it's approximately 20 feet from the other clump. But this clump is burned brown on top, and this clump is still half green. And the reason behind that is that it's positioned at the edge of the canopy of a large evergreen tree, in this case a bacon avocado. You see it towering above there. It comes out a bit just over one half of the banana plant, and it traps heat on a cold night. As heat begins escaping from the soil and the plants, it'll catch in the leaves of the avocado and kind of circulate under there, creating a little bit of a microclimate where it's just a bit milder, and it's only 20 feet. So placement has a whole lot to do with how well this works. You can see that right there is a leaf sticking out next to my greenhouse, and it's all brown and crunchy. But the ones right back here that were underneath the edge of the tree, they're still green. So just a little tiny bit of adjustment in the local microclimate makes all the difference in the world as far as bananas are concerned. So there you have it, folks. If you've been troubling over the appearance of your brown burn bananas as we approach spring, and you're thinking, oh geez, just Bill gets by walking on banana water over there in Fremont. Nah, it's not true. My bananas look like heck this spring too. They'll be just fine. This is not a real bad thing to happen to bananas at all. And so it's kind of like get over the angst. The bananas will take care of themselves. They have in my backyard now for well over a decade. We have never had a crop failure on bananas here. And this is not the first time they've come out of the winter looking this awful. So be reassured, you will get a crop if yours don't look much worse than mine. And if they do look worse and the stalks are frozen, well, you're going to have to cut them down and try again. Maybe next winter it'll be a little milder for you. It really depends on where you're located. But enjoy the banana project. It's a real Jack and the Beanstalk garden thing for those of you who've never tried planting them. Talk about something that grows. See you around.